Example number 4 from practice set 3.4. The question is, there is an auditorium with 27 rows of seats. There are 20 seats in the first row, 22 seats in the second row, 24 seats in the third row, and so on. Find the number of seats in the 15th row and also find how many total seats are there in the auditorium. Here in the question we have given that there are 27 rows in a auditorium. We have given an auditorium in which 27 rows of seats are there. In the first row 20 seats are there, in the second row 22 seats are there, in the third row 24 seats are there. Now we have to find the number of seats in the 15th row. It means that we have to find T15. We have to find the number of seats in the 15th row. So we have to find T15. And also we have to find how many total seats are there in the auditorium. There are 27 rows. Since we have to find S27, we have to find the total number of seats. So we have to find S27. Here we have to find two values, that is T15 and S27. So here we will write the given information first. The number of seats in each row. The number of seats in each row, that is 20 seats in the first row, 22 seats in the second row, 24 seats in the third row, and so on, are in AP. The number of seats which we have given are in AP. So here we have A is equals to 20, D is equal to 22 minus 20, that is 2, and we have to find T15, that is number of seats in the 15th row, and also we have to find S27, that is the total number of seats in the auditorium. Since there are 27 rows and we have to find the total number of seats, so we have to take the sum of all the number of seats in the 27 rows. So that is S27. So first we will find T15 using the formula for finding the general term of an AP. Tn is equal to A plus into the bracket n minus 1 into D. T15 is equal to value of A is 20 plus 15 minus 1 into value of D is 2. So T15 is equal to 20 plus 14 multiplied by 2, that is 28. T15 is equal to 20 plus 28, that is 48. T15 is equals to 48. So here we have 48 seats in the 15th row. There are 48 seats in the 15th row, and here we have to find the sum of all the seats in the auditorium, that is S27. So we have to write the formula for finding the sum of the n terms, that is Sn is equal to n by 2 into the bracket 2a plus n minus 1 into d. That is the formula for finding the sum of the n terms of an AP. Since we have to find S27, we have to put n is equal to 27. This is 27 divided by 2 into the bracket 2 multiplied by 20 plus 27 minus 1 into value of D is 2. Now simplify this again. This is S27 is equal to 27 divided by 2 into the bracket is 20 into 2 is 40, plus this is 27 minus 1, that is 26. 26 multiplied by 2, that is 52. Now simplify this again. That is S27 is equal to 27 divided by 2 multiplied by, this is 2 plus 0 is 2 and 5 plus 4 is 9, that is 92. This 2 4 is 8 and 2 6 is 12. This is 46 multiplied by 27, that is S27 is equal to, we have to take the product of 46 and 27. Here 27 6 we have to multiply this 46 by 27, and here we have to take the product of 46 and 27. 7 6 42, 4 carried, 7 4 28 plus 4, that is 32. Then we have to multiply this 46 by 2, that is 2 6 12, 2 4 8 plus 1 9, this 2 remains as it is, 2 plus 2 4, 9 plus 3 is 12. The product is 1242. 1242 is the product, that is the sum of, or the total seats are in the auditorium. So we will write the final answer into the words, there are 48 seats in the 15th row. There are 48 seats in the 15th row, and total number of seats in the auditorium. Total number of seats in the auditorium is 1242. So this is all about the example number 4. Now we will solve example number 5. From practice set 3.4, the question is, Kargil's temperature was recorded in a week from Monday to Saturday. All readings were in AP. The sum of the temperatures of Monday and Saturday was 5 degrees Celsius more than the temperatures of Tuesday and Saturday. If temperature of Wednesday was minus 30 degrees Celsius, then find the temperature on the other 5 days. Here the information is given about the temperatures from Monday to Saturday. From Monday to Saturday we have 6 days in all. From Monday to Saturday we have 6 days in all. Now here we have a possibility to fumble that. Here we have given the example about the 6 days, temperature of the 6 days, and all the temperatures are in AP. Sometimes students gets fumbled that here we have to use the particular terms in an AP. We studied that concept, particular terms in an AP, but there we have only 3, 4 and 5 terms. 6 terms are not there in particular terms in an AP. So here we have 6 days, that is from Monday, that is the most important word, from Monday to Saturday. Only Sunday is not included there. Only one day of the week, that is Sunday, is not included there. 6 days are there. So here we have to use the 6 terms. All the readings are in AP, that is very important thing. All the temperatures from Monday to Saturday are in AP, that is the given information. The sum of the temperatures of Monday and Saturday, that is 5 degrees Celsius more than the sum of the temperatures of Tuesday and Saturday. The sum of the temperatures of Monday and Saturday was 5 degrees Celsius more than the temperatures of Tuesday and Saturday. If temperature of Wednesday was minus 30 degrees Celsius, then find the temperature on the other 5 days. So here, since all the readings are in AP, all the readings were in AP, that is the given informations. All the readings were in AP, that is the given information. So let temperature on Monday let temperature on Monday is equal to A. Temperature on Monday is equal to A. Then temperature on Tuesday. Temperature on Tuesday is equal to A plus D. Temperature on Tuesday, that is equal to A plus D. Here we have to take the 6 terms from the general representation of an AP. We could not use the particular terms in an AP since there are 3, 4 and 5 terms only. So here we have given the 6 terms, information about the 6 terms in an AP. So we have to use the general representation of an AP. We know that the first term of AP, general representation of AP is A, second one is A plus D. Now third one, that is temperature on Wednesday. Temperature on Wednesday, that is A plus 2D. Actually it is given that it is minus 30 degrees Celsius, but according to the general representation, here we have to take the temperature on Wednesday as A plus 2D. Then we have to represent the temperature on Thursday, that is A plus 3D. Then temperature on Friday. Temperature on Friday. Temperature on Friday, that is A plus 4D. And the temperature on Saturday. Temperature on Saturday, that is A plus 5D. So these are the readings in which are in AP. So here, by using given condition, what is the given condition? We have given that the sum of the temperatures of Monday and Saturday, the sum of the temperatures of Monday and Saturday, here Monday A and Saturday A plus 5D, sum of the temperatures on Monday and Saturday, this is the temperature of Monday, this is the temperature of Saturday, sum of the temperatures of sum of the temperatures of Monday and Saturday is equal to 5 degrees Celsius more than the temperatures of Tuesday and Saturday. Here the temperature on Tuesday is A plus D, that is the temperature of Tuesday, plus temperature of Saturday is A plus 5D. Temperature of Saturday is A plus 5D. And here, according to given information, sum of the temperatures of Monday and Saturday was 5 degrees Celsius more than, is 5 degrees Celsius more than, so we add 5 here, 5 degrees Celsius more than the sum of the temperatures on Tuesday and Saturday. This is Tuesday and Saturday. So this is by using given condition. Sum of the temperatures on Monday and Saturday is equal to 5 degrees Celsius more than the sum of the temperatures on Tuesday and Saturday. So here this is A gets cancelled. Then again we have A gets cancelled. If we transfer these terms to the left side, they will went into subtraction and the subtraction becomes 0. Then 5D gets cancelled and we have here nothing is remaining, means we have 0 here, it is equal to D plus 5. Now if we transfer this 5 to the right side, you will get D is equals to minus 5. That is the value of D. D is equal to minus 5. Common difference we get, that is minus 5. Now it is given that, see the second information, if the temperature of Wednesday was minus 30 degrees Celsius, using this value of D, that is minus 5, using this value of D minus 5 in the temperature of Wednesday. It is given information, again it is given that temperature of Wednesday is equal to minus 30 degrees Celsius, that is the given information. And according to our general representation, temperature of Wednesday is A plus 2D, it is equals to minus 30, and here we get D is equals to minus 5. So we will put that value A plus 2 multiplied by minus 5, it is equals to minus 30. Then this is A minus 10 is equals to minus 30. Then we will transfer this minus 10 to the right side. We have A is equal to minus 30 plus 10, which is equals to minus 20, that is the value of A. A is equals to minus 20 and D is equals to minus 5, and now we can easily find the temperature of all the remaining 5 days. Since the temperature of Wednesday is already given, 5 days are remaining here, and we can easily find the temperatures of 5 days. So first we will find the temperature on Monday. Temperature on Monday. So here we will write temperature on Monday, that is considered as A, and we have A is equals to minus 20 degrees Celsius. Here we have to use the units also, minus 20 degree Celsius. Then temperature on Tuesday. Temperature on Tuesday, that is considered as A plus D. Value of A is minus 20 plus value of D is minus 5. Value of D is minus 5. Minus 20 minus 5, that is minus 25 degree Celsius. Minus 25 degree Celsius, that is the temperature on Tuesday. The temperature on Wednesday is already given there. Temperature of Wednesday is already given there, so no need to write that temperature there, or we can write, we will directly write the temperature on Wednesday. Temperature on Wednesday is equals to minus 30 degree. Otherwise you will make mistake there. After Tuesday you will directly write the temperature of Thursday, and that should be the value of Wednesday. The sequence is going to change. So we will write all the values there: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday. Then temperature on Thursday. Temperature on Thursday. We considered it as temperature on Thursday A plus 3D. A plus 3D. Value of A is minus 20 plus 3 multiplied by value of D is minus 5. Now we can simplify this. It is minus 20 minus 15, and that is equals to minus 35 degrees Celsius. Minus 35 degrees Celsius. Then temperature on Friday. Temperature on Friday. We considered it as the temperature on Friday is A plus 4D. Is A plus 4D. Put the values there. Value of A is minus 20 plus 4 multiplied by value of D is minus 5, and it is equal to minus 20 minus 20. Is minus 20 as it is, plus into minus minus, 4 5 are 20, and this is minus 40 degree Celsius. Minus 40 degrees Celsius, that is the temperature on Friday. And now we have to find the temperature on Saturday. Temperature on Saturday. We considered it as A plus 5D. Now put the values there. Minus 20 plus 5 multiplied by minus 5, that is minus 20 minus 25, it is equal to minus 45 degree Celsius. So this is the temperature on Saturday. Here we find the temperature of all the 5 remaining days, that is Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday. We also write the temperature of Wednesday also. जर इथं सिक्वेन्स चेंज झाला, तुम्ही वेनसडेचं टेम्परेचर नाही लिहिलं तर तुम्ही काय करणार आहात, वेनसडेचंच टेम्परेचर थर्सडेला यूज करताल, पुन्हा थर्सडेला फ्रायडेचे येईल आणि सगळ्याच व्हॅल्यूज आपल्या चुकत जातील. सो आपण वेनसडेची व्हॅल्यू पण तिथे लिहून दाखवलेली आहे. सो नाव वी विल चेक वेदर आवर आन्सर इज करेक्ट ऑर रॉंग. We will check whether the conditions get satisfied or not. It is given that the sum of the temperature of Monday and Saturday, the sum is minus 65 Monday and Saturday. This is minus 65 Monday and Saturday, and it is given that the sum of the temperature of Monday and Saturday was 5 degrees Celsius more than the temperature on Tuesday and Saturday. Tuesday and Saturday minus 70. Tuesday and Saturday, that is minus 70 degrees Celsius. So the sum, this minus 65 is greater than minus 70. Minus 65 is greater than minus 70, and it is greater by 5 degrees Celsius. So condition gets satisfied. So this is all about the example number 5. Now we will study the next and last example from the practice set 3.4, that is example number 6 from practice set 3.4. The question is, on the World Environment Day, tree plantation program was arranged on a land which is triangular in shape. Trees are planted in such a way that in the first row there is one tree, in the second row there are 2 trees, in the third row 3 trees, and so on. Find the total number of trees in the 25 rows. On the land which is triangular in shape, trees are planted in such a way that there is one tree in the first row, in the second row 2 trees are there, in the third row 3 trees, in the fourth row 4 trees, like that. The trees are planted and there are 25 rows in all. So we have to find the total number of trees in the 25 rows, that is S25. We have to find S25. See here, we will draw the diagram. It is not necessary to draw the diagram, but we will draw the diagram. So here in the first row 1 tree is there, in the second row 2 trees are there, in the third row 3 trees are there, in the fourth row there are 4 trees, like that. There are 25 rows. This is triangular. This land is in triangular shape. And there are 25 rows in all. This is first row 1 tree, second row 2 trees, third row 3 trees, fourth row 4 trees. We will draw fifth row 5 trees, sixth row 6 trees, seventh row 7 trees, like that up to 15th row. No need to draw all the 15 rows there, but just for your kind of information we plot the diagram there. Since the land is triangular shape and the trees are planted such a way that in the first row 1 tree, in the second row 2 trees, in the third row 3, in the fourth row 4, in the fifth row 5, sixth row 6, seventh row 7 trees, eighth row 8 trees, like that. We have 25 rows in all. So number of trees planted in a row, number of trees planted in rows, 25 rows you can write. That is, in the first row 1, in the second row 2, in the third row 3, in the fourth row 4, and so on, are in AP. The number of trees which are planted in the 25 rows, they are in AP. So here we have A is equals to 1, D is equals to also 1, that is 2 minus 1 is equal to 1, and we have to find S25. We have to find total means sum of the number of trees in 25 rows, that is S25. So here we can write the number of trees in the last row. Since the last row is 25th row, so here you can use 25 as the last term of that AP. Here we can use 25 as the last term of that AP. Since there are 25 rows, in the 25th row 25 trees are there. So we know the first and last term. So you can use the another formula for finding the sum of the n terms, that is Sn is, you can use any formula. You can use Sn is equal to n by 2 into the bracket 2a plus n minus 1 into d, or we have one more formula, that is Sn is equals to n by 2 into the bracket a plus l, or you can write it as T1 plus Tn. That is one more formula. We will use that formula here. Sn is equal to n upon 2 into the bracket T1 plus Tn, or simply you can write a plus l. A is the first term and l is the last term, or you can use the regular formula, that is n by 2 into the bracket 2a plus n minus 1 into d. We will get the same answer. The answer is not going to change. So here S25 is equal to 25 divided by 2 into the bracket T1 is 1 plus Tn is 25. That is last term of the AP is 25. Since there are 25 rows, so 25 trees in the 25 rows. So we have last term 25. Now you can simplify this. S25 is equals to 25 divided by 2 into 26. 25 plus 1 is 2 1s are 2, 2 3s are 6. Now we have S25 is equal to 25 multiplied by 13. So take the product, that is S25 is equal to 13 5s are 65, 6 carried, 13 2s are 26 plus 6 32. So there are 325 trees in all. So we can write the final answer into the word total number of trees. Total number of trees in 25 rows are 325. So this is all about the example number 6 and the practice set 3.4. Here we complete the practice set 3.4. Now we have the problem set. So we will continue that problem set into the next video lecture. Thank you.